Hey, what's up, everyone? I am Sade. Thank y'all so much for joining me for our astrology talk. For today, we are diving into the lovely Pisces full moon that we have happening on August 30th slash the 31st. So it's going to be happening in the evening of the 30th. But of course, as I state in all of my videos, whenever you're dealing with the shift of a planet or any full moon or new moon, you can feel the energy of that moon or the planet days before, days after, or even weeks before or after. So, really just tapping into your intuitive muscle when dealing with full moon or new moon energy. Now, before I dive into this beautiful Pisces full moon that we have happening in the end of August, go ahead and check out my videos if you do not know what a full moon is, what a new moon is, or if you don't know the archetype of Pisces and what it represents. For the sake of this video, let's go ahead and talk about what is a Pisces sign, what is a full moon, and what can we expect from this full moon energy. And I will also give tips at the end of how you can really best incorporate this full moon energy into your life. Now, Pisces is feminine in nature. It's the final sign. It's feminine, it's water, and it's mutable. So it's all about our ability to change, to notice the changes that we need to make, and then to take action by making change and adjustments in our actions and day to day. Pisces is the opposite of Virgo. So whenever we have a full moon, it's when the sun and the moon are in opposing signs. So right now we are out of the heels of Leo season and we're right in Virgo season, having the moon in the opposite sign of Pisces. Virgo is earth. It's also mutable. So it's our way of taking action in the physical world, of making change, adapting and adjusting to change. And Virgo is also feminine in nature. So the thing about this full moon, because we are having a full moon in feminine signs, full moon is usually yin energy as it is. So it's a time where we can slow down, really feel what is being revealed, what is being shown, because when the full moon is when the moon has reached its fullness. So there's a lot of light at night and you can really see the things that are coming to the surface. And because it's in a yin energy, the full moon, it's time to be more reflective and internal. Now, the beautiful thing about this full moon is we have so much energy that is already retrograde and that will be retrograding at the early part of September. I'm going to have a video on the 7 different planets that we will have retrograde by the beginning of September, just so you can have an understanding as to why this energy might feel a little more secluded and a lot more introspective. So because we already have Mercury that has stationed retrograde in the sign of Virgo, so the Sun and Mercury are in the same sign, and Mercury is retrograde. So this is already a time to slow down and to revise the mind, reshape the mind by going over the tiny details that we might have missed. On top of Mercury being retrograde, we also have Venus, which is in the sign of Leo, that is also retrograde and has been retrograde for some time, but it will be stationing direct in September. But you can officially feel that directness by October. So we are already in this space of pondering on our relationships with people, pondering on our relationship with ourselves, and just taking this time to figure out what are our needs and how can we reshape our needs based off of what we now know about ourselves. So this full moon is coming about with all of this retrograde energy and it's bringing this Pisces energy to the surface. And Pisces is all about nostalgia. If you are a Pisces person or have a lot of Pisces energy in your chart, then you're already used to this energy of nostalgia, very sensitive, a lot of kindness and compassion, feeling the emotions of other people and really wanting to embark change on other people's life based off of what's going on. But Pisces also rules our ideals. It rules our visions that we have for ourselves, for our future, for other people. So because we are already in this icky retrograde energy of just being more introspective, Virgo rules the hermit. So being in our hermit mode, Pisces is now bringing that to an emotional side of what are we feeling reminiscent about, or what are we feeling that is changing in our life and no longer serving the purpose that it used to have. Full moons is a time where something has reached its peak or its climax, and we are now moving into a season of change as we approach the new moon. So with this Pisces full moon, it's kind of just like it's bringing this emotion to the surface. So perfectly normal if you are feeling a lot slower and nostalgic during this season of where am I changing? Where are my relationships changing? Where have I been a little delusional? Okay, Pisces, because it rules this dream, this euphoria, this what if energy. It's with this full moon, and especially because Saturn is also in Pisces conjuncting this full moon. Oh my gosh, I'm going to dive into that. It's really this question of where have I might have been a little delusional? Where have I might have had this dream, but now I'm being smacked with this reality of no, this is the dream you have, but this is where you actually are, and you have to do a little bit of work to get there. Whenever we deal with oppositions, Virgo opposing the moon in Pisces, it's asking to give a little bit of one and a little bit of the other to meet halfway. Virgo is about work, it's about service, it's about paying attention to the tiny details. Pisces is the spirit. Pisces is about the intuition. It's about faith, relying on our faith in a higher being to also guide our way. So because we have this opposition between Virgo and Pisces, and we have Mercury retrograde, where have we missed or mixed up some details? Where have we overlooked things? Where have we might been a little lazy, a little delusional? And now this full moon is bringing those things to the surface, and we're going to feel that in our emotions. You know, maybe we haven't been looking at the reality of how a situation is or the reality of things within ourselves. And now with this Pisces full moon, especially because it's conjunct Saturn, Saturn is the planet ruler of Capricorn, right? As well as Aquarius. Saturn is all about responsibility, maturity, duty, as well as karma. Now, I love Saturn and Pisces together because it helps the Pisces energy of kind of growing up and maturing. Pisces can really be this ethereal spirit that just wants to be and wants to enjoy life for what it is. But Saturn is going to smack you with that reality check of, well, these are the duties and responsibilities that you haven't been taking care of. And because you haven't been taking care of them, now you're reaping this karma. So this is a really good time of understanding how you are feeling about the changes that are happening in your life or the changes that you need to make based off of that Pisces, that place where you have Pisces as well as Virgo. And whenever we're dealing with that Pisces energy, you want to meet yourself with kindness. This is a feminine sign. So a lot of feelings are going to come to the surface, but meeting yourself with kindness, meeting yourself with ease and grace, despite the realities of what's coming towards you, is going to be a really good way to handle this energy. Now, as I said, Saturn conjuncting this full moon is really great because it's giving us this opportunity to acknowledge where things are changing in our life, where we have thought one thing, but now we're seeing things clearer because Pisces energy can be the mirror, with what is it called? Pisces energy can really be smoke and mirrors. So with Saturn, with this full moon, as well as Virgo opposing this energy, it's like, where have there been a lot of smoking mirrors? Where have you might have been overworking yourself in an area that's not really that important towards your dreams and your ideals? And where have you had these dreams and these ideals, but they've been so close in your mind, but in the reality of your life, you're not living that. You're not moving in that. You're not taking initiative and action towards bringing those ideals into the material world. So really taking some time to spend some time in solitude. Pisces can bring up a lot of emotions from the past. It can also bring up a lot of emotions that you are absorbing from other people around you. This is a collective energy. And what I love, love, love about this full moon and every Pisces full moon is it initiates us into the fall. And we are moving into eclipse season once we get into Libra season. So really take this time to rest and to notice, where are things changing? Where are you not trying to adapt to the change? And where is Saturn kind of giving you that reality check of, if you don't eliminate this, or if you don't grow up or become mature in this area of your life, then you're not going to be able to reap certain reward, and you're going to have karmic debt just on the other side of the spectrum. And the thing about this full moon, because we're moving into eclipse season, whatever is brought to light during this full moon that we don't take initiative to change and act on, eclipse season is going to wipe it out without your permission. That's the thing with eclipses. Eclipses come in and they bring you on that course correction. So this Pisces full moon is really giving us that opportunity to notice what's coming to the surface, see what's showing up in your life wherever you have Pisces in your chart. I know for me, I have it in terms of my networks as well as my dreams and my ideals. So bringing that reality check of who are the people around you, who are these people and what are these ideals that they have in comparison to yours, and whatever you don't clean up in that Pisces area of your chart, once we get into eclipse season, it's going to shake it up and change it for you without your permission. And sometimes without you even realizing that, okay, this is about to be wiped out of your life and taken out so that you can be on that course correction that you need for yourself. Now, another reason why you should take this Pisces full moon season really slow is because along with the planets that we have in retrograde, this full moon is already in a feminine energy. We also have Mars moving into Libra. So luckily Mars is going to be moving out of Virgo. So Mars will not be opposing this full moon. However, it's moving into the sign of Libra, which is going to bring a lot more ease into how we initiate action into our day-to-day. And because it's Libra, how we initiate action in our relationships. Pisces is also a relational sign. So whatever this full moon is bringing to the surface about your relationship with self, your relationship with others, as well as these ideals and dreams that you have, right? Mars in Libra is going to give you that grace and that ease to start making some changes, but don't burn any bridges. Don't burn any bridges. Don't make any impulsive moves, and to really just take some time to think strategically. Use Virgo energy as well as Pisces, as well as Libra. Think strategically about your actions and how your actions can lead you into more karmic reward or karmic loss, because Saturn is also aspecting this full moon. So let's go ahead and dive into some tips that you can use during this Pisces full moon to really incorporate this Pisces energy into your life during this time. Now, as I said before, Pisces is feminine. So you really want to take this time to slow down, be a little bit more internal. Because we have so many planets retrograde, this is going to really help with that energy of slowing down, being in a state of reflection, and in true Pisces nature, being kind and compassionate with yourself, allowing yourself that space to grieve. Pisces is water, so spending time around water. We're closing out summer, so if you can really get to the ocean, or if you can take a nice bath, with different herbs, rose petal, which is really good for opening up the heart and just bringing in some soft feminine energy, right? Just take a bath and be around some water so you can slow down and tap into how you feel. Pisces is your intuitive state and it's your subconscious mind. So if you can spend some time alone in solitude, this can really help you during this time. Journaling, getting these ideas out of your mind, because Pisces can get lost in the daydream state. Virgo can also get lost in the heady state as well. So taking some time off of being in the head and just write things down. Our palms are gateways to our heart. So when we allow ourselves that space to write, we're really expressing what is in our heart and expressing our truth that comes from the heart as well. Also, your dreams are going to be very potent during this Pisces energy, this Pisces, not Pisces season, but this Pisces full moon. So if you are interested in herbs, an herb that I work with regularly that I really enjoy is mugwort. I have a mugwort flower essence. I also have the mugwort herb itself. I use it in my microdosing as well. And it's just a really great way to tap into your subconscious mind and your dream state. So if there's anything that you cannot actively figure out in the conscious state, use your dreams as a way to help you come to a space of understanding, because that is the Pisces energy. Virgo likes to be in the conscious world and using the conscious mind, and Pisces kind of wants to tap into the intuition and tap into what isn't seen necessarily. So dabbling with mugwort can be really great. Resting, taking naps, spending time in solitude, journaling, and really trying to bring yourself around some water. So you can tap into that intuition, that feminine energy, and just being a little bit slower and more passive in how you go about your actions during this time. But all in all, I hope you all have an amazing Pisces full moon. This is the final full moon to close out August. August has definitely been a doozy, and September is going to bring its rewards as well as its slowing down energy because of retrograde before we go into eclipse season. So have an amazing Pisces full moon. Take the time that you need, and I will see you for our next video.